the beginning of the build out.
Good seeing you. Pleasure. Thank you, sir.
Week 2. All right. If you haven't been watching our Instagram stories, get on there and watch them. Okay, it's Capswag USA. We're also on Snapchat on Capswag USA. But if you haven't been watching, this has been an eventful week. It's been a crazy week, man. We demoed the store last week. We totally tore the place apart, which was fun. We've moved into framing and building. We framed out the back wall. There was an existing back wall that was there that got reframed for a really, really cool barn door that I've been eyeing for the last couple of years. I've been waiting for an opportunity to integrate that into the stores, and I feel like I finally found a place to do that. What's cool about this door is that the door itself is going to be a pocket barn door. I've never seen anybody do that before, so I thought it would be cool to give it a shot and to try it out. The hinges on there and the hardware on there will sit exposed, and then when it slides in to the wall, it will get hidden into the door frame. That's been an interesting part of the project. The other part of the project that's been very interesting is framing out the counter. I'm very, very excited to get this thing built. We're trying to get open by April 6th. It's a hard deadline. I like to give myself hard deadlines because I feel like if you give yourself anything less than a hard deadline, you're kidding yourself. Hard deadlines hold you accountable for the job. They also push you to hold other people accountable for the job. If you're not giving yourself deadlines to knock things out, then you're not really being serious about your build out or your project. The back wall got built out. The platform and the counter are getting framed out this week. The ceiling is not going to be sheetrock, but we're going to be cleaning it off this week. And I'm trying to finalize things with the electrician and the AV guy. If you guys have never dealt with electricians before, you don't envy me right now. All right, this has been a very, very interesting experience. So the issue with doing dope stuff or really cool things in a retail space is that cool things require work. And they require you to work a little bit more than just covering things up. So if you own a home or you've ever had any experience rehabbing anything or working on an apartment, doing handyman work, you know that there's a way to cover things up and there's a way to do the job correctly. So when I build out a store, I don't normally do it for a year or two. I try to do it for an extended period of time because I don't see a store build out being something that's going to be there for a couple of years. I see it being a long-term investment for me. So when you do work like that in a retail environment, what you have to do is really fix things correctly, and you have to do some back-end work in order to finish your end product. So right now we're at a stage where we're building the infrastructure to get the store finished, and part of that infrastructure is electrical. I don't play with electrical. I understand the concept of running line and negatives and positives and neutrals, but what I don't want to do is get into the business of rewiring a store. We're hiring an electrician. The issue with hiring an electrician is finding the right one, and more importantly, find the right one at the right price. When dealing with electricians, that's always an issue. So that's a hurdle right now. I haven't found them yet. There's people that I've dealt with in the past. I'm still looking to get, something done with that. That's kind of the point that I'm at right now. The other point that I'm at right now is with the audio video. So think of it this way. I have the ceiling knocked out. There's open cavities above that sheetrock. So that open cavity allows people to run line through that. If I shut that and close it, they're going to have to snake it through there and then rerun that line behind the walls. That's going to cost me more. So I'm putting myself in a position right now where I want to get the store finished, but I can't finish the walls until the hard lines are done. So I'm still looking for an AV guy, and I may wind up doing it myself because I do have some knowledge in doing it. I just don't want to. I'm looking for an A+ type character to do that. And I found A+ type character, but they want A+ type money. And that can't be because we're a retail store. So this job is not getting done once, it's getting done 4 times. Whatever job I do in Ocean City, I'm going to want to replicate that in Wildwood, Berlin, and the other stores that I have, in addition to my warehouse. So there's no way to do it that way. I'm trying to find the best way and the best outcome to do this, the most efficient way to do it. The answer has yet to reveal itself to me, which is fine. This is part of the build-out process, man. You're going to get into issues in building out stores where things don't reveal themselves to you. It takes time to get to a point where it makes sense. And it's not there for me on that level yet. I got meetings set up with all these electricians and audio video guys. I still have not heard what I wanted. I'm going to keep pressing to get what I want and make sure that we get the best possible value for what we're spending. And that's part of your job in building a store. Your job is to maximize your value in the build out. It's not to put out the least amount or the lowest quality. It's to maximize the value. Sometimes that's paying for it. You pay for it. Sometimes it's not paying for it. You do it yourself. So you really have to decide, through that balance, what works for you. My goal is to get AV, electrical, and framing done this week. I'm hoping that the big man upstairs throws me a bone right now and allows me to find this electrician to get this job done and find somebody that does AV work that is somebody I can work with in the future. It seems like pretty easy, it seems pretty intuitive to think that people want to build relationships in the business of services, right? So on my custom apparel side of things, I stress the importance of building relationships. I build relationships with customers because I believe it's not about money or business. It's about building relationships for me. The more relationships I have, the more the business will come right in. I go through the business of trying to find somebody to provide a service for me, and I see that they have not gotten to that level in their life where they realize that. Their enlightenment has not hit them. The apple has not hit them in the head yet. They don't understand that they're not in the business of doing electrical work or doing audio video work. They're in the business of dealing with people, and they haven't realized that yet. So me coming from a perspective of understanding that, sometimes it's frustrating to not find that kind of perspective in dealing with service businesses. So to all you guys that are involved in the service trade, if you're a plumber, electrician, if you're a cement guy, if you do asphalt, roofing, siding, whatever it is that you do, car repair, stop thinking of yourself as a business. Stop thinking about dollars and cents. You're not a business. You're a relationship. That's all you are. If you're thinking about things in terms of how much per hour I got to charge my customer and not thinking about in terms of what's the quality of the customers that I have and what kind of relationships do I have, then you're not winning. It's as simple as that. When I stop thinking about my custom business in terms of dollars and cents and started thinking about my custom business in terms of developing the relationship, going from knowing a person to providing them with service and then maintaining them, we started winning. And I think that comes from that mentality of just understanding who you are and where you are in your life with your business. The point that I'm at right now is I've been enlightened with that. I've self-reflected, if you will, on the idea of what my business is. And I've come to the conclusion that we are nothing short of a relationship business. That's all it is. We deal in relationships. We don't deal in dollars and cents. Some of our brothers and sisters out there in the service field have not gotten there yet. I voice my frustrations right now because I have a platform. All right? I'm voicing them right now. So if you hear me being a little snarky, that's where it's coming from. There's a lot of frustrations out there. So yeah, that's the plan for this week, man. Framing, electrical, audio video, right? The back wall for the store, the closet, the keymaster. The keymaster, okay? I was going to keep that a surprise for you guys. I may edit this out. I don't know. We may have David edit that out, but we may keep it in. I don't know yet. Let's see. I'm not sure about it yet. I don't know if I want to give you that yet. But we're getting a keymaster. There's a lot going into the store. It's going to be phenomenal. I foresee the store being the best store that we've ever built. I look at this store as a model for future stores that we build. That's what I'm doing right now. I feel like I'm perfecting my art. I'm perfecting my craft with every new build. And I think I've gotten to a point where we're pretty sharp with this. So I'm happy that you guys are able to share in the experiences, ups and downs of being involved in the business for yourself. I'm happy that you guys get some life experience from watching this. If you do like the video, leave me a comment, or better yet, subscribe. Check us out on Capswag USA. That's where I do most of my daily stuff. But I think for a more refined conversation with you, it's always better to have that, I think, on YouTube. It just feels like more personal, and it feels like I can give you a longer video there. Thank you for watching. Like I said, if you have any questions, leave me those questions. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Week 2 of the build out. Thank you.